Do you have any advice to young songwriters, or not even young, like songwriters who are just starting out on their journey?
If you are compelled to do it, if there's no way you can't do it, and if you are getting really strong affirmation from not just your mother or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and if you are writing from the place of feeling compelled, wanting to communicate, and not because you want some glory or you want some success or some illusion of money, then, I mean, it sounds perhaps idealistic, but I do believe that you will find your way to having a full career.
Well, what if one more step is the one I'm gonna regret, and I lose the bet after the call? Well, then that's just life, and the best part of the surprise, it's all a free fall.
So I'll take my dreams beside us, so even write a song, but I'm not moving on today. And you say I'm crazy, I'm crazy. But to be frank, I just don't care.
I think at its most fundamental level, music is meant to communicate something to other human beings. It's meant to make them feel something or think something, or maybe both at the same time. What we try and do at the workshop is we try and encourage them to remember that they're trying to communicate a thought or a feeling.
My head knows what my heart can't believe. I'm not moving on.
My name is Trevor LaRose. The first song I ever wrote was back when I was 15, when I was kind of breaking out of the classical side of piano and started picking up the guitar. And I tried to find somebody who inspired me. And when I started finding these guys like Jason Mraz, John Mayers, that really inspired me, singer-songwriter-wise, that's when I wrote my first song.
Wow, fantastic.
That feeling of writing a song, it's that fire inside you that you're just like, oh my God, it's one of those things. Then you go out that night for whatever your dinner's gonna be, whether even it's pizza or something like that, and you're thinking, you know, you got that song in your back pocket and you feel like you're on top of the world.
I think that's terrific. I think that's really terrific, and you've got a style. When you sing, I don't hear anybody that you're copying or anything like that.
The foundation of the workshop process is mentoring. People come to the workshop and they'll perform their song, and the mentor will go through looking at the melodic structure, the lyrical structure, the arrangement, the lyrics, and they'll basically critique and look for ways it can be improved.
Were you able to make that connection to get them on the record? Did you record them first on your own and then?
I was co-writing a lot at that time with a guy called David Tyson. David had a bit of a track, and he said, I don't know what this song's about, but it should be called Birmingham. And I said, thanks a lot. And I wrote that lyric fast. I wrote that lyric in a night.
She never felt so all alone. She's never felt so free. Got miles to go on blind faith and hope. 'Cause there's another chance, and someday soon it is shining like the Alabama moon. She's looking for her promised land. It's out beyond the lights of Birmingham. Play a little.
She's a fantastic singer. Of course, the first thing we did was Birmingham, and you know, we thought it was great, and everybody thought it was great, and so we ended up writing a bunch more with her in mind.
Co-writing is basically where we team people up arbitrarily. They get to draw names at random, and two of them are put together, and they learn how to write a song together. A lot of people are working in solitude or independently, but they've never actually sat down to co-write. Co-writing is a very difficult exercise. Even for professional songwriters, it's not always successful.
Man, hiding from monsters, thinks they live under his bed. My voice from a real woman, not jumped down girl in your bed.
I had a collaborative writing experience at 1 in the morning with one of my new friends, and I'm really happy with that song that came out of it. So it's pretty cool what can happen, the magic that can happen.
The way a co-write will work is sometimes they're given a topic, they'll have a title, or they'll have a chord progression, or a melody, or just a phrase, something they've heard in a conversation, and they'll try to build a song around that.
Don't need your smooth lines. They don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing right now.
Hi, my name is Monica Graham. My stage name is Monica Cheryl. Basically, I've been playing guitar since I was 15. I just started writing songs about a year ago. I just like to be able to express myself and share emotion with other people.
What I would do if I was at this stage of the writing would be to just try to see if I could come up with a new section and see. Maybe you could come up with a bridge, maybe you'd come up with a chorus.
The process of writing with other people, of putting people and forcing them to write in ways they haven't thought of before, I think is very constructive to many of the people at the SongStudio. Most of the people that come to SongStudio have kind of a basic intuition about songwriting. Some of them are very embryonic and some of them are quite advanced, and some of them really just need to be guided in a general direction of where to go.
All the way from Egypt, Dan Farrow.
It's the old phrase, 2 heads are better than 1. And a lot of times to get those different ideas, especially with songwriters who fall into traps and patterns, they keep doing the same chord progression over and over, that type of thing. When you've got 2 people doing it, especially when you're doing it with different people all the time, it's going to expand your ideas.
Chris Madronic.
Took me out and been so hard.
Hi, I'm Steve Postel. I've been playing guitar for about 4 years now. Got my first one when I was 13 and have been actively playing and writing and singing for about 4 years.
I know it seems so high. I know you teach me to soar.
As a teenager, first band was a bunch of 14-year-olds, and we'd try to figure out rock riffs in other bands. And I remember distinctly one night writing my own little riff, and one of the guys in the band, "Hey guys, come on in, Steve just wrote a song. We have our own song." And ever since then, I've been writing like crazy.
Help me get right.
My name is Darren. I have been a songwriter for many years. I started when I was about 16 years old. I'm now 46, so I've been doing this for, 30 years. I love writing songs. I love hearing what other people think of those songs, and I cannot imagine a better forum to actually be doing this. The open mic nights are great. It's an opportunity certainly for myself, but for some people that normally don't have the opportunity to perform their music in a live forum, to get exactly that experience in front of a very forgiving and supportive crowd.
And on her 7th birthday she said, "I'm gonna build sandcastles. I'm gonna be the next Olympic star on the monkey bars." La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, la-la.
My song Memory is all about the space and the realm of memory as a reconstructive space in the human being. I'm fascinated by the young person's brain versus the elderly person's brain, and how we gather memory as we go, and that we also lose memory and our memory can fade away. So my song is all about the movement from young to old, and that in between are where our stories are written, and that memory is who we are.
Hold on. those memories. Archetype while you're born to challenge me and be my teacher.
This is a song of mine called Archetype X, a comment on the fleeting nature of life and everything around us, our impermanence and being in the now and recognizing that.
Archetype X, where will you go?
Hi, my name's Jordan Paul, and I've been writing songs for about 10 years now. I started a band in high school, and we had worked on a few original songs, and I had done most of the writing. And it was our first big show at a local pub, and we'd all shown up, except for the singer, and we were wondering where the vocalist was, and I'd never sang at this point other than in my bedroom. And I had to sort of take on the role of singer, and I've been singing ever since. So that was 8th grade, and I'm 23 now, and I think I'm just sort of coming into my own as a songwriter.
The song that I'm really working on right now that I love, and I've been getting good feedback about the concept, it's called Fluorescent Light. And it's kind of about unconditional love, you know, thinking someone is beautiful in candlelight or in firelight, but then also even in fluorescent light. So when they don't look at their best, maybe they look a bit older or they look a bit more weathered, but just saying, you know what, I love you no matter what.
Who bakes the bread, keeps the coffee fresh, welcomes an old man.
Last night I played a song called Taller, which is written with a songwriter from Nashville, Nicole Kraft, who's an awesome songwriter. And we wrote a song called Taller, which is an empowerment type song.
With you I'm taller, I talk a little louder, now that I'm stronger. With you I feel taller.
Many of us actually workshop the songs during the day and got some feedback, and we make some changes and play them out to see how people would react to the changes we made.
I feel stronger, you make me feel taller and taller once again. Thank you.
Where are you now? Where do you go when you're not here? When lights are low, it hurts to lose you more each day. I feel you leaving, wish you could stay.
My name's Joanne Ingracia. The first completed song I recall writing was when I was 15. And I was involved in a relationship with a boy, of course, at that time of my life. And I was quite bereft at things that were developing and wrote the song. I think it was just the wonder that I could capture feelings and what I wanted to write about, but set it to music. I hadn't done that before, so that was quite a thrill.
Everybody's so open to everybody else's songs, and everybody's like singing along to the songs and doing harmonies and supporting everybody no matter what, which is phenomenal.
Are you out there in fiction or fantasy, impossible ecstasy, most beautiful girl that I've never ever seen?
The song's called Fictional Fantasy, and it was about how everybody, they have this vision of the perfect someone, like the perfect one. It sometimes gets in the way of trying to meet, you know, the love of your life kind of thing, where, you know, you have that high standard and nobody really seems to rise up there, and you're always looking and thinking, is there actually somebody out there for me? Is there really, am I really going to meet the one? And so that's kind of the fictional fantasy of that perfect person.
Are you out there, fictional fantasy, impossible ecstasy, most beautiful girl that I've ever seen.
Listen, 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 listen to my song. Oh, listen, 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 listen. When I sing it, I want you to sing along. Listen to my.
I'm Roz Schwartz. I find that being among other songwriters, there's a different kind of camaraderie. I really enjoy knowing that if I sing a song and somebody has a comment that they will make it, that they won't feel intimidated. I enjoy co-writing. I enjoy the experience of singing to other songwriters who understand my songs perhaps in a way that a non-songwriter wouldn't understand.
'Cause I like you and I love you, and I'm always thinking of you. Here's a hug I want to give you from my heart. Listen, 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 listen to my song. Oh, listen, 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 listen. When I sing it, I want you to sing along.